Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Let's move to the first update. The Indian Navy aims to sign 3 major deals before the end of this financial year, specifically before March 31st next year. Firstly, the MQ9B drone deal. The US has offered 31 drones at a certain price, but this offer will expire on October 31. Therefore, the deal is expected to be signed soon. According to ANI report, the US has also agreed to integrate Indian weapons into these American drones. Notably, India's first naval anti-ship missile, NASM-SR, will also be integrated into these drones once its development is complete. The Indian Navy is leading this deal. Out of the 31 drones, 15 will go to the Navy and 8 will be allocated to the Army and Air Force. To monitor Chinese ships and submarines, the Indian Navy is currently using PATI Advanced Maritime Patrol aircrafts procured from the US. These drones, having a longer endurance than the PATI, could provide continuous surveillance of enemy activities in critical areas. While 2 leased drones are already being used, the Navy will acquire 15 more drones. Next, deals for 3 Kalvari class submarines and 26 RafaleM jets are also expected to be signed before the end of this financial year. Additionally, while the Indian Navy initially considered replacing AESA radar on the Rafale with the indigenously developed Uttam AESA radar, this plan has been cancelled due to rising project costs and potential delays. Because these jets are urgently needed, efforts are being made to finalize these 3 deals within the financial year. In the context of India, fiscal and financial year refer to the same period, unlike in some countries like the US where they differ. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has accused Iran of supplying close-range ballistic missiles to Russia and announced additional sanctions against Iran. He also stated that Russia will begin using these missiles within a few weeks. According to media reports, Blinken is traveling to Ukraine today and is expected to grant permission for Ukraine to use ATACMS missiles deep inside Russia. Western countries have been cautious about granting permissions for deep strikes within Russia using the weapons they have supplied. They aim to appeal to the international community as though their weapons are solely for Ukraine's self-defense in order to avoid the perception that they are supporting offensive operations against Russia. While Fath 360 missiles from Iran have a range of only 120 km, ATACMS missiles can strike targets up to 300 km away. The US might use the supply of Iranian missiles as leverage to justify granting permission for Ukraine to use its long-range missiles within Russia. If the US grants permission, it is likely that the UK, France, and Germany will also provide similar permissions. Since Russia began using glide bombs, the losses of Russian jets to Ukrainian air defenses have reduced. Russian jets are now dropping satellite-guided bombs from a considerable distance away from Ukrainian defense systems. However, Ukraine has managed to strike Russian air bases using the long-range missiles supplied by the US and the UK. As a result, Russia has been forced to operate its aircraft from air bases located farther from the front lines. Not only air bases, but Russia has also relocated its weapon storage warehouses and command and control centers to avoid Ukrainian strikes. Since these are in Russian territory, Ukraine has been unable to use Western missiles against them. Due to this, Ukraine is trying to get permissions to use Western supplied missiles deep inside Russia. Iran's close-range missiles have given the US an advantage in providing long-range missile permissions. It is already known that Iran is prepared to provide missiles with ranges between 300 and 700 kilometers. If the US grants permission, Russia will have a significant opportunity to acquire these missiles from Iran, which could escalate the ongoing conflict. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe to our channel to get more defense updates.